WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
Thank you for joining me again for Can We Talk About It, where we do talk about that elephant in the room. I just want to say, hello, beautifuls. How are you? If no one's told you guys today, I love you. I appreciate you. You be safe today, and you have a great time today. Live your life and love your life, and try not to be around too much drama. And when you see it coming your way, run the other way. So I want to give a shout out to my husband, as always, Charles, my son, Robert Boyd, my daughter, Robin, my son Donnell, my daughter Dale. I want to give a shout out to Brendan and Barbara down at Mercy Dental Clinic. They take good care of me. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for making sure that, I get my teeth clean. It don't hurt so much because I'm a big baby, because I go through a lot. And I want to give a shout out to the nurses at the Plaza Clinic over here off the boulevard. Hello, ladies. I also want to give a shout out to Corey. Corey was supposed to go to church with us. I had to see if I could talk with one of the van drivers to come and get him. So, Corey, I did. I'm not going to lie. I did forget to talk to the brothers Sunday, but when I get off and my husband come home, I'm going to have him call the brothers and let them know that you want to come to church, and I'm going to give them your number, sweetheart. I am so sorry. I really did forget. I want to give a shout out to my audience, my viewers, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It's just a privilege to be able to talk to you guys. I know, everybody's not gonna, like what you say, but then, there's some people that's gonna agree. So that's that. So on with the show. So I want to talk to you guys about something that happened to me, which I think was very disrespectful to me as a tax-paying citizen, for one, and as a constituent for another. So, I was telling you guys about Mona Ali, and, how she's in my district, and there's a lot of things going on, like at the end of my blog. Last time I talked to her was like in July, I believe, and she sent, now I'm finding out, it wasn't even a personal message. It was a generated message from what the lady at City County Building told you, which I will be telling you about her pretty soon. So, can't get in touch with her. It's like October, the end of October. So this past Friday or Thursday, I called down to the City County Building so I can actually not only make a complaint, see how I can get her out of office. Do I have to have a petition? So, what do I have to do to get her out of office? So I talked with one lady, and she was very nice and everything, and, I'm always telling people, I love you, this, that, and the other. Wait, I'm on the phone and everything. They switched me to another sister. The sister, she has a firm voice like me. She seems to be a very stern person and everything like that. So, I proceeded to tell her, first I asked her what her name was. Then I proceeded to let her know, about Mona Ali, and there's things going on over here, and every time I look up, I go on her Facebook, she on vacation. So, and which she was right on this, Mrs. Harris, she was right on this. She say she can post whatever she wants on her Facebook. She's very right about that. But are you going on vacation when constituents are trying to get in touch with you? Are you on vacation while you're supposed to be working? You know, that was my point. So she continues. She starts taking up for Mona Ali and saying this, that, and the other. I'm like, look, all I want to know is what can I do to get her, taken out. I just don't want her here no more. She's not doing anything, as far as I'm concerned, for my people. That's basically what I was saying. So she began to go on and go on again. So we got into this match. So I break out and try to, clear the air like, my queen. I'm not trying to argue with you or anything like that. I'm just trying to figure out how I can go about getting this other lady out. So she proceeds to start acting crazy again. So I just say, can I speak to the mayor? No, you can't speak to the mayor. Then the mayor shouldn't be in office. The staff, Miss Harris, the lady who told me I could not speak to my mayor, who's, even if I didn't vote for him, I still should have the right to speak to him. You got all of these guard dogs around you, and you know what? I called this sister a queen, and I was trying to be nice to her, and she's telling me all this rigmarole. So it just got to the point to where I said, you know what? I'll find another avenue. Miss Ali, it's time for you to get out of office. You're not doing anything. I'm so sick of every time I try to at least reach out to somebody, they want to pacify me. Now, back in July, she was supposed to have called the police about a car lot that's right on the corner of my street, windows busted out. You either doing a chop shop or you're selling drugs. I've never been to a car lot where the windows was busted out, the grass was never cut. I've never been to a place like that. Then you're making our block look like an eyesore, and I'm trying to tell her, and then Miss Harris breaks out and said, well, maybe she told the police off. And it's not maybe. Did she? What is she doing? Miss Harris, I want to say this to you, because you were agitating me so bad, and I just had to hang up because I actually thought you were a queen, but in my eyes, in my opinion, you are a lapdog. Because there was no way we shouldn't have had a meeting of the minds being just sisters, period. Not unless you're Jamaican, so which makes you a tether in my eyes. But I'm tired of when I call these places, now I'm about to ask some questions. They're just questions. I'm just asking questions. First, I want to ask Mayor Dugan, are you still tricking? I'm just asking a question. Or are you using your wife as a beard? Is this a business marriage? You know what I'm talking about. Is this a business relationship? What's going on? Now I want to ask you a question about Ms. Harris. Why, if you are not telling her, I don't want to talk to nobody, or certain people can't talk to you, if you're telling them that, why are you telling them that? If you're not telling them that, who gave them the authority to say who can and who cannot talk to you? You know what, Mayor Dugan, I actually was I'm really trying to hold my tongue with you because I really don't want to embarrass you. But your little lapdog down there that pissed me off. Now you sitting up, you're stealing out of various kitties out of here, out of Detroit. I want to ask you another question, Mayor Dugan. Why did the city council get investigated by FBI and you didn't? I mean, if you're running this city, shouldn't you know what the people in this city is doing? Ain't nowhere in the world you didn't know that all of this stuff was going on, and I don't understand why you still here. You're this close. You're this close to being smeared. Honestly, because if it's not a lie, it's the truth. It's not. I'm not flam-flamming nobody. I'm not telling nobody no lies about you, but I'm letting you know that I want Mona Ali. I want her off. You appointed her. Now you take her off being 7th District representative. I hope you do, because it's going to be a problem. Now, I've tried to talk with Mona. She always off into the wilderness doing whatever she wants to do. I'm tired of talking to her. I already see she's not for me. Now, I tried to talk with your little lapdog down. That's what I see her as, because all she doing is taking up for everybody. As far as I'm concerned, a queen wouldn't do that. A queen would not do that. Even if you were. Even if you didn't like your own kind. I'm going to even go as far as say it's like this. Even if you didn't like your own kind. You still could have been. You could have been concerned, courteous. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what else this lady did, which I thought was just really, really nasty. It was really messed up. Y'all need to get these people out of this place for real. I'm serious. Now, when the sister asked me how I was doing, now I told you guys I had a surgery I had to do a couple of Mondays back, but it was going to be Tuesday, the day after my show. An emergency came up with the doctor, so I was not able to have my surgery. So I'm, holding on, dealing with what I'm dealing with. So the sister asked me, Miss Harris, asked me, how are you doing, this, that, and the other. So, I'm trying to break the ice and, just, small talking, like, I had a, surgery coming up. I was a bit nervous about it, and she never knew that the surgery had came and went. So as we're talking and I'm telling her, look, you're not giving me any type of help. So I say it like this. So she breaks out and use my medical words, what I told her as what was going on. She used that against me. So y'all be careful when y'all call down there. Don't talk to none of these so-called black women down there. They're not trying to help you. I told her about my surgery, and then she turned around and said, I can understand you upset about your surgery. That had nothing to do with the price of coffee in wherever, Colombia or wherever they make it. This woman is foul for what she said to me. And if she say she didn't, I got transcript. She's a lie. And I'll talk to somebody about that. Because you just up out the blue threw this up in my face because I guess you felt like I had the ups on you. Whatever you thought it was, that was wrong, sister. You ain't no sister of mine. And you say you don't stay too far from me, you better hope nothing never happens to you when I'm around, because I'm going to step right over you. You know why? Because you're not a Christian. Christians don't do that. I'm not helping any devils. And now, I just want to know what your life is all about. How many people do you talk to and take advantage of, and because you got power because of somebody else's power, you're going to take it out on the constituents and the little man in the city? Something happened to you when you was little for you to be able to feel like you can bully somebody. Something happened to you. Now, I know you nice to whoever you want to be nice to, and I was really trying to hold my tongue. I even said my queen. I don't want to argue with you. And it seemed like as soon as I said that, it just went into a frenzy for me and this woman. And it really hurt my feelings that I couldn't talk to this sister. But you know what? It don't hurt my feelings no more, because as far as I'm concerned, she's nothing. She's a non-factor. And if, I'm going to say this, if Duggan stays in office, y'all gonna put him out next time y'all hear about me talking about him. So he actually needs to step down. And you know why I'm doing this? Because of Miss Harris. If she was nice enough, all the ammo I got on this man, if she was nice enough to just let me speak to him and tell him about Mona Ali, I wouldn't be talking about his tricking phase, what's going on with him and his wife. It's even more stuff than that. You shouldn't be in places you shouldn't be in. But I will say this. He love that dark skin, don't he, y'all? He love him, don't he? Don't he? He love him. So, I'm just telling you guys that when it comes to the city-county building and what's going on down there, we need a whole new crew down there. How dare you tell me I can't talk to the mayor? How dare you? You this shy from being in the unemployment office, you you this close to being in the unemployment office yourself. It really kills me how folks, when they get, and it ain't even their power, they're borrowing it. That's how low and pretentious they are. It's not even their power, they're borrowing it to use on somebody else. Guess what, baby? You got the right one now. Ms. Harris, you owe me an apology. You owe me an apology for bringing my medical issue, using that as a form of trying to make me upset, because all you were trying to do was make me upset so you can say, oh, she called with a defensive attitude. No, I didn't, because the sister that I talked to before, I called her a queen. I told her I loved her. If nobody told her today to have a good day, you were the problem, not me. Not me. So you can't say that, oh, I got on the phone and she went. No, I was trying to tell you about something, and you kept taking up for the problem that I have. If you're supposed to be so neutral, why are you taking up? Then she said, well, I'm one of her supervisors. So I'm saying, oh, okay, I see why she's taking up. Then she said, but she has another supervisor, and I'm going to have her call you at 3 o'clock. So this was like between 1 o'clock, one something when I called. And I'm going to tell you what she's going to say after I said this. But the other supervisor never called. You want to know why? Because she took her loudmouth, black, ratchet hood of a self and told the supervisor, she said she'll take care of it herself. No, I told you I would take care of it. You should have let me speak to the other supervisor, and maybe things wouldn't be the way they are right now. You are a hot mess of a sister. Let me tell you, you are a very, very hot mess of a sister. So I'm gonna come back to her later days because I gotta do some research, guys. But I will be back on Miss Harris that works down at 2 Woodward at the City County for Mayor Dugan, who is actually who's either telling them, you tell them they can't talk to me, or she's taking it upon herself to tell folks, no, you can't talk to Dugan. I want to know which one it is. Either way is wrong. So now, in Bowling Green, Kentucky, 2 nurses came to work today. Well, they came to work. And they wouldn't let them clock in. Police came to them and told them, you got to leave the premises. They say, for what? The man say, the cop say, or whoever this guy was, he wasn't a cop, he was a rent-a-cop. Are you taping me? Yes, I am taping you. That's what the young lady said. And bravo to the young lady, my white sister. Bravo to her. She said, well, you have to leave the building. Like, why we have to leave the building? We haven't even clocked in. They won't let us clock in. What's the problem? Are you terminating us? Are you firing us? So they say, well, you just have to leave. So the sister broke out and said, because we didn't take the shot, you're going to ask us to leave, and you're going to take our badges. See, and she was smart, because if she didn't punch in, they want to take her badge, take her and another nurse's badge, and say no call, no show, and they were just going to say that they never showed up. But she got it. Good for you, sister. She got it all on tape. If you're going to fire me, fire me. I'm not going nowhere until you fire me. Say, are you fired? They wouldn't say anything. Ask the man, are you terminated? Are you? The lady asked the rent-a-cop, are you terminated? Yeah, you're terminated. You have to go. She said, okay, that's all I wanted to hear. And San Diego, white doctor, my white brother, I'm praying for you guys. He's a doctor. He didn't take the shot. They told him, you got to leave. They had 6 suits and 1 black security guard, and the black security guard looked like he didn't want to have nothing to do with it. Bravo for you, my brother. They escorted him out. This is what my white brother said. He said, I'm putting my life on the line every day to help people that need me. I don't need to take the shot to help somebody. There you go. I just want to ask people, that's taking the shot, If it's so good, why you still wearing these masks? If these shots are so good, why are and they're lying when they say that a lot of people that's passing are people that hasn't took the shot. That's not true. Don't believe the media. Do not believe them. A lot of people that took that shot ended up contracting it once again. They're talking about there's 8,000 deaths. Okay, they're not talking about the heart attacks. They're not talking about people who died from old age. They're not talking about people who died from asthma. They're lumping all of these deaths under COVID. My brothers and my sisters, I am so down for you. My black brothers, my white brothers and sisters, nurses, doctors, I'm so proud of you. Now, I'm going to say this to my black brothers and sisters. If medical is not taking it, why are you? If medical, there's some scientists that say, I'm not giving this to my child. There's Satanists saying, I'm not giving this to my child. Now, I've always been like this. It's a live and let live world, and if you feel a certain way about something and you feel that's what you want, then fine. But then don't come to me talking about I'm the problem because I didn't do what you wanted me to do. I can go around all day talking about people stupid for taking the shot. Some people may not be stupid for taking the shot. Some people may be, I don't know. But all I'm saying is don't get down on me because I didn't take the shot. This country is dividing us. It's papers versus non-paper. You got your slave papers, which is a vaccine shot, which means, and I told you this before these papers even came out, certificate of vaccination identification. That's what COVID means. They're putting you on paper. And you know why they're doing that? Because they want to see how many people actually, they're not going to tell us, but they want to see how many people actually are passing from this. That's why that's why they're giving you a certificate. now they're telling people, they're telling the prisoners in New York, if you take the shot, instead of getting degrading food that we really shouldn't be serving you, we'll give you McDonald's and pizzas. How about that? What is the big thing? Why is the government trying to pay all these black people to take the shot? No. I'm not. You can go to blazes with that. I'm not. I got other things going on in my body that I'm more worried about than that dang on shot. And if I believe that the Lord can handle it, and if I got crazy faith like that, then don't judge me on my faith. What about yours? At least I'm depending on the Lord. All right, you got to depend on the Lord. Yeah, but you trust in man for the shot. I've heard people come up and tell me, well, you got to trust the scientists. The Bible says to trust no man, so you can go to places with that one too. These so-called Christian people going around talking about they Christian, but then when something come up, they run to the man. What are we going to do? And we all know the man ain't saved. The man is not saved. People, if we don't come to a consensus that there's something underhanded going on, the days that we have on this earth is not going to be that long. And I'm not talking about for people that's passing away every day. I'm talking about for us as a collective, as a whole. Black, white, blue, brown, purple. Take your pick. I'm talking about all of us now. And I believe that there's going to be so many people who claim, I say this all the time too, who claim they are of the faith, but when a little problem comes in the world, because we are not of the world, you're worried about the world. When the Lord told us to take no thought for tomorrow and don't worry about the world. So why are we so worried? Why are we getting ourselves so flustered, so frustrated, so confused, so angry, so scared. These are the things that God told us not to do. And we're doing it. And why are we doing it? Because the 5 families that act like they own the air, the water, oxygen, things that's free that we pay for and we shouldn't. They feel like we should go ahead and, just die off because they feel like they made the water, they made the air, and who are we? We're in their eyes, we're ants. We don't mean nothing. Some of us are cogs and like one of these big giant clocks like Big Ben in London, and the cogs and the little, that's us. But the hands, those are really the only important things on that clock, because they're the ones telling you when, what, and where. When do I gotta go? What do I gotta do at what time? Where do I gotta go at what time? What do I gotta do? The rest of that stuff, it's important, but the hands, so to speak, is what makes the cogwheels move. So if we think for 1 second that we're in a good space and everything is good, and I'm especially talking to folks who deal with the government, get yourself together, because this money is not going to be around for long. It's not. They're going to put us in a position where we're not going to have any money, and then they're going to have us in these red light districts robbing and killing and breaking in on each other, and we can't do that. That's when we are supposed to reinforce and stay on code. When they do that to us, we're supposed to come together and help each other. We ain't supposed to be knocking each other upside the head. That's what they want us to do. And I'll go as far as to say this. I got some white brothers and sisters in the neighborhood. They live here. But they're plants. They plant white folks in certain neighborhoods. Just see what the neighborhood is all about, what's going on. And, it's more like an experiment, or they're keeping tabs on us. Why do you think they don't want a lot of black folks out there in their white neighborhood? Because they're on code. See, black folks, we don't care if a white person comes to our urban neighborhood. Welcome. Hey, long as you ain't hurting us and we can be on the same page, we all good. Let me tell you something about white folks and coons. They will laugh in your face. They will be your friend. But behind that smile, they have an agenda. These young white guys that come around talking about, word, what's up, y'all, this, that, and y'all, he one of us. No, he's not. He's not. White boys that walk around like they just as black as the black man ain't got no business in the hood. Please trust me. That's a plant. That's a plant. So on that note, I love you guys so much. We need to start watching out for each other. And a word to my white, blue-eyed, blonde-haired, voluptuous police officers, the females, please don't get your head blown off out there being disrespectful to older folks and talking to these young men. I'm talking to these rookies that just got out here this past summer, and I just encountered that. So until next time, be strong and stay strong.